And we are live. Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Coffee with Curtis. This is episode 5. I am joined with two lovely guests today. First up, we have the lovely actress, writer, director, model. Yeah, I'm going to say model as well.
Okay, give it to me. Hold on.
I've seen you model a couple of things. Miss Emebeit Beyene is in the house. And one of my hometown heroes, good friend of mine, but also one of my personal favorite DJs from my home city, Vancouver. He's known to be rocking a club or two, maybe at the same time. It's pretty amazing what he does. The one and only Albert Mundindi, aka DJ Icy Touch.
Yes, sir. Hi. yeah, I love it.
It's been a long time. Guys, welcome.
Thank you, sir.
So good to see your guys' faces again. Albert, I've seen you more recently, but the last time the three of us were in the same room, it's been a hot minute. It's been, what, just over a year?
Yeah, I'd say over a year, man. A year and a half, maybe, right? Am I bugging?
Maybe 2 years, because it was like a lock and key summer.
Yeah.
It was a lock and see. Well, okay, well, how we met, I'm gonna pull something up real quick here. How we met was, it was not a lock and key summer, although you did play at lock and key.
Yeah.
That was dope. But we met at the Grits and Biscuits concert.
We did.
That's
I don't know if
right.
you guys remember that.
I spent at a club.
Because I found this guy.
Oh, shit.
Where are you?
Whoa.
Oh my goodness.
Yo, good times, man. That was a vibe. I thought he was jumping.
My anxiety was really.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh, shit.
Boy, did I feel claustrophobic in that bitch.
I gotta
Man.
tell you, being a boy from Vancouver, British Columbia, coming down to Los Angeles and experiencing that, I mean, that was I felt like I was on a whole other planet. That was something else. I mean, Ice, you were kind of the plug for that. To give you guys context, Albert and I both come from an event planning, party planning, nightclub sort of background.
I really give you. Sing it.
And we've thrown parties together. We've rocked out shows together.
Yes, sir.
Graciously had me a part of your nights as well. And so we can certainly appreciate a well-run night or event. And I don't know about you, but for me, that was insane.
That was insane, man. Like, I mean, being in LA, every time I go over there, I always try to like experience something different. Cause I mean, just being out of town, you always want to see what's going on and what's happening. And then we just came across that event, Biscuits and Grits, that's what it's called, right?
Grits and Biscuits.
Grits and Biscuits. So I was told, Meb, correct me if I'm wrong, but it's I guess that event goes across the country.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a team of DJs and like promoters or whatever. They go across the country, and it's something that I always wanted to do in Canada, but the thing is, I never really got around doing that, and I don't even think we could get it to that type of level because
Don't say that.
I mean, I'm not gonna discredit what we're capable of doing, but I'm saying that type of level, I've never experienced that. I've never seen that many people in one spot to listen to a DJ. I mean, aside from festivals, like just to listen to a dude play, some southern shit all night and people just rocking out, that was just like, that blew my mind. And that was one of the best experiences I've had. Like, it was sick, crazy, big vibes.
It's a culture thing too, right? Like, obviously there's way more black people in LA than there are in Vancouver. So that's the first thing. But then secondly, it's the whole hip hop culture that's so deeply ingrained, right?
Yeah, it particularly catered to like Southern music from kind of like my college years. Like we
Yeah.
were in college from like 2006 to
Yeah.
2010, that era of Southern music. That's what that party is all about.
Right. And people really support that too, because I remember paying something like
$20.
$20.
Yeah, that shit was OD. But you know what? It was worth it.
I mean, it was worth, like, I typically speaking, I don't pay or wait in lines. And that's not me being kind of
Talk
like
that shit, man. Talk that shit.
That's not me being stuck up. That's just me being like, again, coming up. You know, I got 10 years under my belt at least throwing parties and hosting nightclubs and whatnot. So for me, I just can't do it. I don't know. But unless it's something that I'm really looking forward to checking out, and it's something different from what we got, then absolutely I will pay whatever it costs, because it's a new experience. And this is a prime example of that. And so I was like, 20-30 bucks, I'm down to support. And to see that there were like easily maybe 3,000 plus.
Oh, yeah. In one room.
That's a lot. That's a whole lot of dough.
Yeah.
That was at the Palladium.
Yeah.
Palladium. Yeah.
For a touring party. So that was just.
Jeez.
I mean, I'm sure, like every other industry, like every other city, I'm sure they got people that they put on their guest list, and you know what I mean? Like some people don't have to pay, but
right.
I mean, us not being connected with them and not knowing who they are really, right. Like we're gonna cough up that money.
Right. Yeah, that's the thing too. Like being in the business, we've been privileged to have many, connects or plugs in different cities. So wherever we go, there's usually a couple of spots that we know someone that can kind of get us in, right? And that was really cool for me, because I got to experience that with you guys, and Breeze. Shout outs to Breeze.
Breeze.
And it felt like it was a new experience. Maybe not for you, maybe, but definitely for us. Being two Vancouver boys being there, it just felt right. You know what I mean? Because you and I have been rocking it for so long, and we've been talking about trying to bring that vibe to Vancouver.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Like we bring a lot of out of town DJs to bring that, to open the city up to a new vibe, to a new culture, and all that. And I know you, along with a lot of or a few other DJs that I'm very fond of, like maybe like your Secos, your Marvels, Hustle, right? You guys have always kind of been on the forefront of breaking new music and breaking, the good shit.
Yeah, I mean we're my whole mentality is the fact that like we're responsible to, we work in the nightlife, and we're responsible to do that. That's what we're supposed to do. Like, we're supposed to take it to the next level, or as high as we really can in the city. So we try to make an effort to go out of our comfort zones and really break the barriers in the city, and just try our best to really, take, involve cultures that we appreciate and bring it to our city so people could experience that type of experience that I felt when I went to LA, you know what I'm saying? Or when I go to New York or whatnot. So that's what we do. And Meb, and shout out to Meb, because like you thanks to you were a great host, man. You took us around.
You did.
I gotta give it up to you. Like, being in LA, because that was my first time being in LA with you, and that was one of my best experiences, I gotta say. That was awesome.
I'm curious, how did you guys meet?
Breeze.
Through Breeze.
Through Breeze. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
So, Meb, you and Breeze go back, right? What's the story with that?
NYU together.
Oh, you guys went to NYU?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hang out. He used to come to my dorm all the time. We'd be up late just arguing about all types of life shit. And he'd purposely just pick the other side of the argument and we just out. And that was pretty much our college experience.
That makes sense.
That is my brother for life.
Yeah. That makes sense. I remember walking into sort of the trio that. So this is. I'm gonna recreate the evening for everybody watching, right? So I'm meeting up with you guys. We're in West Hollywood. It's sort of like pre-summer, and so I'm like, I could Uber. Nah, it's a nice night out. I'm gonna jump on one of these Lime scooters.
Yeah.
So I'm scootering down. Was it Sunset? I'm scootering down Sunset. I'm like, woo! Jump off that thing. I come and meet you guys, and you guys look like the baddest trio walking down that street. I don't know something about. I don't know what you guys were drinking that night, but you guys were right. And I remember, okay, so seeing you guys, meeting you, and then this I think it was like an Escalade pulls up or whatever, and at this party it was like 99.9% black, right?
Yeah.
And so, which I'm cool with. I'm used to being in those environments. So for me, I'm like, cool. But who steps out of this car? Eddie Huang. And he had the baddest chick with him. And he's in a full jean outfit, fresh Timbs, and he's rolling up, and I'm like, oh shit. And then so he walked past us. I was too shook to say hi. Fun fact, he follows me now. No big deal.
Something light.
We had a convo. It was cool. He walked past me, and I was just like, it was like slow motion. I was just like, Dreamweaver. And then I remember I tried to like get in right behind him, and then the door guy was like, yo, back up, dude. And I was like,
yeah.
And I remember turning around to you guys. You guys were being like, what? Like, where'd you go? And I was like, oh shit, I got lost in the sauce. I don't know. But he was the only other Chinaman in that whole spot that night. I remember that. I remember.
Is that a okay? So when you saw him come out of the truck, being one of the did he stand out to you because he was Asian, or it was like just on some like, oh, I know who he is? Was there like a race thing?
Oh yeah, of course.
Okay.
I mean, the first thing I'm gravitated to, is first seeing another Asian guy.
Yeah, okay.
In a sea of non-Asians, right?
Exactly.
But also it was the car, it was the outfit, and then of course it was Eddie. So it was the perfect trifecta. But did you feel that growing up in Vancouver? Like when you see another black guy walking down the street, are you kind of
brother?
Yeah. Honestly, check this out. Okay. So it's funny because I feel like it's a Vancouver thing for me, because growing up, like you said, like in Vancouver, there's not too many black people. So a lot of the black people here either know each other or know of each other. Right? And then if you don't know somebody, or you're just walking down the street, it's like you see another black person, you acknowledge them. It's like, yeah, I see you. You know what I'm saying? Like there's not too many of us, but I see you type of vibe. And I just got used to doing that. And then, my older sister lives in Montreal, and Montreal has a way larger population of black people.
Right.
And out of habit, I give head nods and shit, right? And doing that in Montreal, I don't get the same response. Because they look like, yo,
what are you grilling me for? What you looking at?
What are you looking at?
What are you looking at?
Yeah. So it's funny because I experienced the same thing you probably did when you were in LA. Like, yo, okay, we stand out. But I'm starting to see more and more black people now. Like the younger generation, they're coming out. They're turning 19, 20. They're coming out into the scene. So it's a way larger population that I've never personally met. But it's great to see like a group of black people getting together. Like
a huge wave of mixed race.
Yeah, huge.
Like my goddaughter, her school, like I went and picked her up one day, and I was just blown away. I was like, and this is in like Surrey. No, not Surrey. Sorry.
Really?
Langley. And I was just like, whoa.
Yeah.
Cool.
There's a lot of
You know,
mixed
it's good
kids.
to see. What about you, Matt? What so you grew up on the
In
East
Philly.
Coast? You grew up in
Mhm.
Philly, that's right. Philly.
Philly. What's
And
up?
then so you're an LA resident. Is that like a situational thing for you? Like if you're in a room, let's just say with predominantly white people, and you see another black girl or guy, are you immediately drawn to that? Is that still a thing?
Um, yeah. If anything, I feel like it happens more the other way around. Like if I walk into a room and it's all white people, I notice that shit. I'm like, what?
Mm.
Yeah.
Y'all were just sitting here enjoying all this whiteness before I walk my black ass in here.
No doubt. No doubt. Yeah.
Like, wow, what did I just shake the room?
Yeah.
But yeah, like when another black person walks in, of course I'm gonna notice. Like I'm very aware of like race in rooms, like and if I'm outnumbered or vice versa. And that definitely does affect like my comfort levels, code switching, all that. And if it's a social or professional environment, all of those factors really do come into play because I grew up in Philly, Southwest Philly. It predominantly black, like black, 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 black. And it was beautiful. I fucking loved it. I miss it.
Right.
Like my middle school was so damn black that we sang the Black National Anthem to the point where I thought that was just the national anthem. I didn't realize that the other one was like more predominant. Lift Every Voice and Sing was the song for me, okay? And we celebrated Kwanzaa at that school, like, and I just like, oh, everyone does this, right? Because as a kid, you think whatever you're doing in your little bubble is what the world is doing. And then I, moved to New York City and see like, oh, more diversity. I was just like, this is awesome, but God damn it, I miss just black people. I really do.
Mm-hmm.
I just miss that likeness.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And
Yeah.
now you're.
Sorry to cut you off, Curtis. It's funny that you mentioned like your comfort level because, excuse me, sometimes I deal with the same thing when I walk into, say, a meeting with, an executive for whatever company they want my services for. I walk in. First of all, I have conversation with them via email, right? So maybe they've met me or they've heard of me, but they've never probably seen me. And then when I walk into the room, it's kind of a shock factor to them. It's like, oh shit, you're like a young black man that's like, like handles business. It's like it's almost like a slap in the face, but it's almost like I feel like fuck you, you know what I mean? I can handle my business and I'm able to be in this room as much as the next white guy.
Mm.
And at first I used to feel very uncomfortable, but now I just, I switched that feeling into like, to boost my confidence in a sense. It's like I'm actually in control of this room because that person's more uncomfortable than I am.
That's right. That's right. Actually, to speak on that, so, you and I have known each other for a very long time. We know each other since back in high school.
Yeah.
Albert and I went to rival high schools, and so we knew each other from basketball, right? And but outside looking in, okay, because I mean, everyone locally knows that your school was famous for recruiting players.
Yeah, for sure.
One being yourself, right?
Yeah.
So, is there like a parallel there between how you were seen by the white coaches, brought into the school to play ball, and then now, coming into certain environments, but then still being this young brother that brings all the flavor into the room?
Yeah, I mean, it's one of the same. I think you know
Yeah.
what I mean. It's just I brought, not to throw flowers on myself, but like I know I brought a different type of energy to the team.
Yeah.
I brought diversity to the team, and I brought a swag to the team. You know what I mean? But I was one of the only black men in that team too, black young boys in that team too back then. So, I feel like companies, back to like my professional life, I feel like that's a huge factor. Like it bring, like say if I work, say Cactus Club, for example. I love that. It's a great restaurant, and I've been working with the music program for years.
Right. Cactus Club is a big chain of restaurants in Canada.
Yeah, and they understand. I mean, they're at the point where they understand the fact that, okay, cool, this young Black man could bring a lot of flavor and good music to, like, you know, I could bring something that they can't deliver themselves, in a sense.
Right.
Because I have a different perspective, I have a different lifestyle, I have a different background, and they're not gonna lie to themselves and be like, yo, I could do it. They reach out and they understand that, hey, you know what, this young man can really help us out. Not because I'm Black, but they understand that, like, I'm cultured and I this is what I do. Mm-hmm. So I kind of understand the parallel with, you know, with going to Kitsilano playing basketball. It's like, okay, this guy could stand out. First of all, he's good at what he does.
You hold your own, yeah.
I hold my own, and it's like, you know, and we look good having them.
Yeah. So you've been prepped for it then, for a minute.
I was just raised to be prepared for it.
Yeah.
Right. So, you know, growing up in the city, I know it's not as harsh as it is in, you know, Philly, but, you know, you kind of, you know, it's different in the sense where I know over there's probably more of a separation.
Right.
Here it's like, okay, it's more isolation. Like, I'm by myself, so I got to figure out how to get along with everybody else, but still like, protect myself. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I was kind of prepared for that.
That's dope. And now, and me, so like last time we hung out, which is a little bit after that clip that I showed you. It was after the Raptors had taken the championship. That was dope.
That was fun. Toss that in there.
Yeah.
When they beat, who was it that they beat to go into the final? Oh yeah, Philly. And
do you want me to this call, or I'm confused?
I'm not even a Raptors fan, really. I just, you know,
just shit on us. Got it.
Yeah. So when we met up, so this was mid 2019. Obviously, a lot's changed since then, but you had a lot on the go. I remember really cheering you on. Bless you. You know, you've had success with your web series, the Downtown Girls. Yeah. You were working with Gabrielle Union.
Yeah, I was shopping around a pilot at that time.
Yeah. What's been new since last year? How have things developed?
So I was after pitching that project around town tirelessly. I think it was like 19 pitches. We finally got a sale at NBC.
Hey,
amazing.
That was it was amazing because I'd never had that. Get one yes and a sea full of no's. Right. You know, that's what people don't really realize about the game. It's like, oh yeah, you're winning. Life is great. And it's like, nah, bro, like I got like 14, 15, 16 no's before I got to this one yes. Right. So, yeah, full with abundance and gratitude for sure. And it was my first time in the broadcast space, which was huge for me. Black woman working in broadcast TV. That's, you know, it's not a lot of us there.
And you work in a team of writers, right?
Yeah, I work in a trio.
Yeah.
We all went to NYU together, and we were the ones who started the web series together. Shout out Chandra and Crystal. Yeah.
Yeah. Is that collective? Is that the Black Girl Magic, or was that the show?
That was the pilot, yeah. But people call us the Downtown Girls.
Girls.
All right. You guys hear this?
Like echo?
Yeah.
I don't know my end.
Weird.
I just hear some wind chimers.
Should I get headphones?
If you want.
You can.
Much better.
Beautiful. that better?
Don't judge by cords, okay? I lose shit, so I can't have AirPods. I'm not built for that life.
It's all good.
I would lose them in the store.
Yeah.
Where did we leave off at? So that's the
Oh,
trio.
yeah, that's my writing trio. We started with the web series, sold that to TBS and Warner Brothers, and then second project we set up at NBC with Gabrielle Union. We wrote the pilot. They passed on the pilot, and then COVID happened. Yeah, and it kind of worked out for us though, because say the pilot did get picked up, like then we would never have been able to shoot it because COVID happened. So we kind of were reconfiguring and kind of moving on different projects at that time and really like buckling down in a development state. So it's like I was going to be home writing anyway.
Anyways, right. Yeah, right.
So like as terrible as this pandemic is, you know, it kind of worked out. If it was going to happen, that was the right time for my life and career. It sounds crazy to say it like that.
Okay.
But you get what I mean.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we've been developing new projects, kind of moving on other projects. I have an animated series at Warner Animation that we're pitching right now virtually, which I fucking love. I didn't even realize I love this shit better than being in the office with people. I'm like, I can cheat so easily, just read the things off here, and you don't even realize that I'm just fucking reading to your ass.
You know, so my girl's mom is a professor, right? You know, people are like, kids are taking exams just virtually now. Like, so you can finish your school online and you can just take the damn tests virtually now.
Do they time the questions so that you don't have to, so you can't cheat?
No, like you just hand in whatever you hand in whenever you hand in.
Nah, bro, that is built for a scammer like me. I will have all the answers out on the table.
Yeah. Bro, you're talking to me. I used to have all my answers like on my leg in tests. I don't think I've studied more than like 4 hours accumulated all over the 5 year, this 8 years of high school, 4.
How many? 8, 5, 7. I don't know how many. I think I did 10th grade twice. I don't know.
That's crazy though. So, but I'm happy to hear that you guys, I mean, you can look at it from a very positive perspective and realize that, okay, like you can still flourish throughout these times and still keep productive. Anybody watching this, I'm just gonna tell them that you're chiming in on vacation in Hawaii or something like that on an island.
You know what? Speak it, because I need one. God damn it! Just
you got the shirt, you got the glow. We hear the wind when you're.
This has become my office, my balcony. I come out here and like in the beginning of quarantine, I really did it up. Like I wore a bathing suit every day. I had a cocktail. I named the balcony a different location every day. It's like I'm going to Cabo. I'm going sailing in Greece. I've created the world, okay? And I would cater my cocktails and my meals to that destination.
Love that. Isn't that great though, the fact that you can do everything from home now? Like,
yeah,
it just, you know, you guys saw that like a lot of companies are gravitating towards just getting their workers to work from home. They're gonna be saving tons of money on like real estate, on everything else. You know what I mean? Like my brother-in-law, I had a conversation with him a few weeks ago, and he just told me, he's like, "Listen, man, they told me that I, you know, half of the company that works on a certain floor." All of them be permanently working from home now. So the company's gonna save like hundreds of thousands of dollars on that rent fee for that whole floor. But they're not getting bonuses for that, for working at home. Like, that's it. But I mean, it's convenient for them to be at home. You finish your project, you submitted it, and then you're good to go.
I feel like it's one of those things where, I mean, look, it's the new normal for now, right? And it's only dope until it's not. I mean, I'm sure there's going to be days where we're just going to be just fiending to get out and to have some sort of like actual human physical interaction. There's something about, like, I mean, as far as, so are you still actively acting? Maybe.
Oh, I mean, I'm auditioning for commercials, and it's like
Okay.
they actually have a very interesting new flow. You can do an audition, and it's as if you are really at the audition location, but it's on this platform. I think it's called Blue Jean or something. So you sign into the lobby. So you're in the lobby with other actors and the casting associate. It's a like a Zoom lobby. And then when it's your turn to go into the room, you like sign out of the lobby and then into a private link. That's the audition room with the casting director.
Wow.
Filming you. It's
That's
weird.
Cool. And I literally just shot an audition this morning for a commercial, and I needed to be in my car. It's a car commercial. So I just went into my fucking car and did the thing. And like, I didn't have anyone to do the other lines with me. So they were like, just pause. And it's as if they're speaking, and then just jump in with your lines. I was like, it's so great.
Yeah, I know. Right?
I mean, I've gotten used to this. This is cool. Just connecting and being, you know, everyone's for the most part available to hang. So that's been cool. But like at some point soon, I feel like I'm definitely going to need to see someone in person. You know what I mean? But the reason I was asking you for that is because, you know, I feel like self-tapes are cool, but there's an energy of being in the room that I miss. You know, it's palpable. You can feel it when it's in the room.
The productions are starting back up, so there's a lot of hope for it. I don't think normal will ever be like what we've known as production is dead in my eyes. Like, there's no way we can have these massive like crew breaks where everyone's eating at the same time. Like, that's a fucking hazard. But we're gonna kind of get into this new groove. A lot of shows are gearing up to go back in production, if not already back in production.
It started in Vancouver. A homie of mine already, he went back to Vancouver a couple weeks ago. And yeah, they test you every day. They quarantine you. They test you. They test everybody on set. Anybody who's even the slightest sick at all, then they shut everything down. And they just so big productions can't afford to do that, I don't think. But a lot of like the Hallmark movies or like the TV movies and stuff like that, or the non-union stuff, they're all good to go.
It's like a normal thing, like when you guys celebrate the fact that the shows, like season ending party, something. You guys do that too, right? For TV shows and series.
Yeah, like rap party.
Yeah. Like rap party. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Premieres. I don't even know what the future of premieres are.
Yeah, exactly. So it's a whole domino effect on like all kinds of shit.
I'm doing a Comic-Con this weekend. That's completely virtual, which will be
dope.
Yeah, but also weird. I mean, it's my first one, so we'll see how it goes. But yeah, premieres and stuff like that. Oh man, yeah, you're right. We just gotta stay hopeful. I got faith in that. They'll find a way. We'll find a way. I'm curious though, so with all of this that's been happened, you know, obviously the last 3-4 months have been wild, from COVID to, you know, the protests, to Nick Cannon, to I'm not even surprised anymore, like in terms of the news anymore. I've kind of switched off the news in terms, you know, it's all actually kind of just comedic at this point. They're talking about aliens now. They're talking about this and that. I'm just like, yeah, pile it on, bring it on.
Yeah.
But I'm curious, with all of this that's been going on, like what are you guys excited about right now? What gets you guys up and what gets you guys going?
I mean, the excitement for me is just my little baby girl, man. It's just, that's something I'm gonna be excited for life. But it's like, you know, being a first time parent is just like, that's exciting on its own. So it's like, you know, although there's all kinds of BS going on in the world, a lot of negativity, a lot of bullshit, you know, I've been blessed enough to have, you know, to start a family at this time.
Yeah.
As scary as it sounds, you know what I mean? It's like, it's a scary thought, it's a scary process, and it's a scary situation, but having my, you know, my family and having a lot of love in my home, that's what excites me the most, you know, because sometimes I wake up, you know, I want to be transparent here. I wake up and I'm stressed about, like, you know, what the fuck am I going to do now? Like, how am I going to pivot from being in one industry to the next? But, you know, I try not to consume a lot of time thinking about that. And I just try to enjoy what I have in this moment.
Amen. Can I show the world? Can I show them?
Oh yeah, little Abby, of course, man.
Oh,
Look
at this princess.
My little
at
baby.
her. Oh my
there,
God.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
so cute.
She's yeah, and I wrote a little thing, a little message there, just in regards to the Black Lives Matter and the fact that, you know, she's half Indian, half African, so, you know, she's gonna have to deal with a lot of people, you know, racism is gonna be alive forever, in my opinion. It's never gonna die. So, you know, I'm at the process of, when she's old enough to understand that, hey, not too many people, not everybody's gonna be nice to you, but you gotta be strong enough to move past that, and, you know, you're gonna be well raised enough to not act like they react. So, you know, I'm just excited to, like, you know, learn how to be a better parent. I'm excited to teach her things. And yeah, I'm just that's what keeps me excited, just to answer your question. Other than that, it's a weird time in life, so I don't know what to think of it.
I hear you, man. Well said.
Yeah, that was really beautiful. For me, I'm definitely grateful for an opportunity to move at a slower pace right now, and it's creating so much space for self-reflection and meditation. Like, I wake up and I before COVID, I really battled such intense anxiety, and it's just every day there's never enough time, always doing something, trying to keep up. What's the next move? How do I stay busy? Work. And there's something about this collective stop that has brought, like, a calm and ease to my spirit, and has allowed me to just move with so much more grace. And that surprisingly has allowed so much of creativity to flow, you know, because I'm not in a space of resistance anymore. It's not like me against whatever the daily problem is. I'm just like, I have surrendered, literally. I've surrendered to this time. I am not in a hurry to get back to whatever normal is. And I'm learning how to kind of ease my way into my day and, like, ease my way out. I learned that from, like, one of my favorite poets and activists. Her name is Cleo Wade. And she says that, like, one of the best methods of self-care is easing your way into your day. So when you wake up, it's not like immediately to your phone and emails and social media. It's, you know, do whatever makes you happy. And the same thing with your nighttime. Don't, like, you know, just abruptly end work and then just go into the bed. It's like, power down things slowly, power down your phone, power down your TVs or whatever, and your body follows. And that, creating that flow for myself and really taking care of myself has made me show up so much more for the people around me. Like, I've been connecting with friends way more, like, clearly virtually, but, like, FaceTiming with people back east. I talk to my mom every day. We FaceTime every morning.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So, like, I'm able to tap into, like, what matters most.
Love that.
How about yourself, Curtis?
Yeah.
It's very similar to both to what you guys are both saying. I mean, I don't have a kid, but yeah, it's been exactly that, just like what you just said. Maybe plugging back into myself, building, sort of, actually not even building, restarting and completely taking an overhaul and rebuilding a new relationship with myself.
Yeah.
You know, injecting the love into myself, and being very mindful of how I talk to myself, how I treat myself, so that I can be more full and be more present and be more confident, so that I can ironically be there for other people, right?
Yeah.
Saying like, it's like, you know, the more confident you are in sort of letting your light shine on the world, it gives other people permission to do the same, you know. And I feel like it was a combination of the career where, like you said, it was just so go, go, go. And, you know, as actors, and I'm sure there's aspects of this for everyone in the sort of hierarchy of Hollywood, right? But for actors, I feel like it's so easy to fall into that trap of just trying to sort of cram all of these things and just kind of take form of what we feel like we need to be in order to get ahead. And I've been doing that for so long that I've realized that, wow, this is where I'm at, and this is actually what I feel like I need to be.
Mm-hmm.
But this is what I've tricked myself into thinking who I've wanted to be. And so it's been about coming back to this side and being who I need to be for myself. And that's been a really interesting sort of journey that I've taken in these past few months. And I've low key loved it. I mean, not to undermine what's been going on. It's tough times for a lot of people, a lot of my friends out there. But if life is, 10% of what happens and 90% of how you act on it, I realized that I was in a privileged position to be able to take this time and do something with it, if that makes sense. Right? And so I feel like it'd be disrespectful to the people that can't take this time and do something with themselves, to not do something with myself. And so for me, it was just plugging back into all the things that I love again.
Yeah.
A lot of the best things in life truly are in like the most simplistic forms that are right in front of us sometimes. So, but I am excited. About, because everyone I'm talking to, for the most part, seems to be kind of on the same page. This was like a really nice equalizer for everyone, in that there was a stoppage for everyone, right? A lot of the people, especially in our business, in the entertainment business, you included, and I see, like, we've all been forced to kind of check in with ourselves. And I feel like everyone is really in tune with themselves. Everyone's really plugged in, and everyone is really authentic. And we've kind of reverted back to this nice little primal state. So I am really excited about sort of what's going to be around the corner. And when things do start to open back up, I am curious to see how we can all infuse all of our talents and share our love back with the world again. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I feel like there's going to be a lot of emotion that people are just going to want to just put out there. So I think that might manifest in just some really wicked art.
Yeah.
Good actors, those that have taken the time to work on their shit, will come out great actors, great writers, visionaries, and stuff like that. So musicians too, I bet you they're going to have a shit ton to write about and sing about, or rap about.
That's what I'm looking forward to too. Like music, like musicians, rappers, and all that. They're gonna come up with some great music. It's gonna give me some great material for me to play. So, the only thing that's missing is just the places to play them at and the people to play them for. Right. So, but I mean, we as DJs, we're doing okay in a sense where we took our talents to different platforms where people could actually enjoy them. Like there's a lot of people on Instagram, there's a lot of people on Twitch. Some people have Zoom parties. So we're still able to do what we love from the comfort of our own home. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
that's a
Are there
blessing.
still gigs? Are there
So
still gigs?
I mean, they're not necessarily gigs. It's just, I mean, we all got into this because of the love, right? So, we don't get paid from it, but at the same time, you're able to play I'm able to play what I want to play and how I want to play it, right? So whoever wants to join in and experience that with me,
Right.
they're more than welcome to. Or, you know, I see some DJs that, you know, have their PayPal link, and some people do donations, some people do, yeah. So, I mean, there's always creators way to make a little money if you need some, and people are willing to share. People are there to help. You know, that's one thing I notice in times like this. People are kind-hearted enough to be like, hey, if you need anything, I got you. And, you know, vice versa. And I'm speaking to you guys in regards to that too. If you need anything from me, I got you. And, you know, if I need anything, I won't hesitate to ask. You know what I mean? Because that's,
for sure.
We got to be here for each other in times like this.
Definitely.
I got something to ask you. Give us a song, a new song right now that maybe not too many people have heard about. That if this was let's just say if this was a club right now, and you're about to bust up some new music and to kind of show us being the trendsetter you are, what's that next song?
All right, well, shit. All right, let me see if I can go to my little Spotify right here. See, it all depends on like the vibe that I'm trying to set, right? So if I'm playing at a hip hop night,
you know, like back in the day, like at Bar None, right? For us, so he used to have this wicked Friday night, and every once in a while, I would show up and I'd jump on the mic with him, and we'd rock a party together. But like back in those days, 3-4 years ago, you know, it'd be like a new Drake song or a new party song, or you know, that you drop and everyone would kind of just be all ears, ready to just.
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to Drake is just that dude. Like Drake, he can't go wrong with it. Like that new song he has with DJ Khaled, Pop Star, that goes off. You know what I mean? But I mean, I'm in a position where I can't even say that because everybody has access of new music on their phones, right? Like I'm not in the position to really break any new music, but I'm in a position to play it first, or, you know, I have the nerves to be like, yo, you know what? I'm gonna drop this.
Yeah.
That a lot of people don't drop this. Usually people playing a Drake, I'm gonna play that new J. Cole, for example. Switch it up. So, you know, it's a little hard for me to answer that question in regards to a specific song, but yeah, man.
You can play us your favorite joint right now.
My favorite joint right now.
Right now.
Okay, so I came across this girl. Oh, I mean, I've known her for a while, but her name is IMDDB. She's super dope. I think she's based out of London, actually, or Portugal or something. And a song that I've been playing is called God's Work.
Okay.
It's kind of like a dance hall / like, it's just a vibe right here. Let me know if you guys can hear it. Okay, hold on.
This is God's work. We don't care what them a say. We don't care what them a say. Put your bless, no man curse. We don't care what them a say. We don't care what them a say. Assalamu alaikum. We don't have no time for the pagans. Fixing another one.
Big vibes.
He stands for my passion. Bless me when I'm back to the game. You never start away from. I'm about to take out. I might put up, I'm up to something. Should have put that approach precaution. Calling, it's all me from it. Chosen. It's the shine on. And pressure the client wants. Let me know. See God's work here at every show. He hold me down good now. This is God's work. We don't care what them a say. We don't care what them a say. You make the beat mash the word. We don't care what them a say. We don't care what them a say. God's work. We don't care what them a say. We don't care what them a say. Put your bless no man curse. We don't care what them a say. We don't care what them a say.
Big vibes.
That's a banger. I just have to download that.
Right? Yeah, God's Work. IMDDB. She was born in Portugal. I think she still lives in Portugal too. So I discovered that artist she's been doing her thing for a very long time, but I came across her maybe 4 years ago, and I don't hear anybody play her music here. So you know, that really allows me to do that and really stand out when I play my sets. So I played that maybe a couple weeks ago, in the city, and people would just kind of looked at me funny, but you know, I transitioned out from that to another song that they're familiar with. Right? So yeah,
Yeah,
that's
you
my
just put us on. You just put us on.
right? Yeah,
Thank
yeah,
you.
exactly. Look
Thank
up.
you.
You got good music, man.
There
Thank
you
you.
go.
Yeah. Big vibes.
Man, I cannot wait to I can't wait for us to all kind of be back together in the same city and turn up again.
Yeah.
Icy, I just came across another picture that this was at a festival. This was a couple years back. Remember this?
Oh shit. Yeah.
Oh,
That was oh man, that was a Safe and Sound festival.
Safe and Sound 3 years ago, bro.
Yeah, that's
It's
crazy.
always a vibe whenever we see each other, man.
Dude,
It's always
love,
a vibe.
super
Dude.
love. No doubt, man.
In and again.
That's the
Before
thing
you guys,
I miss like hugging people, shaking people's hands, like
I
sharing a
know,
meal.
right?
You know what I'm saying? Stuff that we took for granted, really.
yeah.
I can't wait until we could be back at the point where I could give you a hug, I could give Mab a hug, we could fly back to LA and link up again. You know what I'm saying? But
I gotta come to Van too.
you gotta
Like,
come to
I
Vancouver,
still, yeah.
Van. That's right.
for sure.
Yeah, because
That's
Breeze.
the-
So Breeze is there. Breeze is doing his
Yeah.
thing. He's killing it, doing his acting thing and his.
Yeah, comedy.
Yeah.
He's on top of it. I'm so proud of him.
I mean, it was only right. I was like, dude, who are you? When I first met him, I was like, who are you? Where did you? Because, I mean, you know him better than we do, but like, he had like, I don't have anything. Yeah,
Oh, his toothpick.
It's not a toothpick though. It's like
It's something.
it was
Yeah.
like this long.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's not long enough for like a kebab.
Yeah.
But it's a toothpick that's like 4 inches, and he's just like,
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
exactly how he is, yo. And he has a big energy, man.
As soon as you get to know him, he's like a big ball of just love and just and jokes, and he's so funny.
Never a dull moment with that guy. Never a dull moment.
Yeah, man, I know. Love that dude.
Yeah.
But you definitely have to come to Vancouver. We will definitely show you a good time. We've been saying that, but Vancouver is
Beautiful.
the shit.
Yeah.
Especially in the summertime. You should just go over right now, man.
Let me just. I'm gonna walk over. Hold on, I'll be there in a second.
Yeah, you guys can't cross the border yet, huh?
Nah, we are a third world country in this bitch. Okay, we can't go nowhere.
Yeah. I don't. Yeah. I've never been more proud to be Canadian. I'll tell you that much.
Milk it.
Last thing, guys. Before I let you guys go, I want to. So I do this thing where we end the show where we try to make someone's day.
Okay.
We try to come up with one thing that the three of us can do to, brighten up someone's day out there. And so I'm curious if either of you have any ideas as to what we could do to either reach out or if it's someone that's got an organization that we could support, or someone that that's going through a tough time, or someone we can shout out.
That's awesome.
Oh, yeah.
What can we do to put some more positivity back out there in this imbalance that we have going on in the world right now? There's so much negativity out there. It'd be a disservice for us to kind of leave this great conversation and not, top it off with that.
Absolutely.
Should we do that?
And, if man, hold on.
Come on, Icy. I know you got something juicy.
Yeah, no, because a couple weeks ago, last Sunday, we did me and DJ Marvel and like a bunch of DJs that he put together did we each did an hour set, and then we try to raise money for Yemen for famine.
Mm-hmm.
And my buddy had a GoFundMe, but I don't know if he still has it. But if he still does, it'd be awesome to make a donation towards it.
Was this the dream
No.
team that you got?
The
Was
stream
that
team. Yeah, the
dream
stream
team?
team.
Yeah.
I think he took it down, but I mean, if you guys come across any type of like go link me fund for Yemen, just anything that's going towards famine, you know, because I
Alright.
feel like nobody should go to sleep hungry, man.
Yeah. Link me with that when you can.
Absolutely will. I think he took it down because that was last week. So
Let's send Breeze a message.
let's send the Big Breeze, man. Let's send him a message. That's a good one.
Who's got him on IG? Where is he at on IG?
Leangelo White. Hold on.
Right.
Yeah, he's gone back to his government.
Yeah. Oh, it's Leangelo. Yeah, Leangelo's World. I got him on
Vancouver
IG.
will do that to you though.
Leangelo's a cool ass name though.
That's a great name.
When I tell you, like, it took us years to find out what his real name was in school.
It took me years. Like
No,
years. I'm like, fam, your name is Leangelo, my nigga?
he kept that a tight secret. First and last.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, perfect.
I'm just gonna send him. I'm gonna send him a. Let's send him a group. Oh wait, I can just do this on here. What am I doing? Here. Right. Let's do a video. Just say what up. 1, 2, 3.
Big Breeze.
Yo,
How you
yo.
What
doing?
up?
We miss you, fool.
Love you, brother.
Love you
We
too,
miss
man.
you.
I hope you're having a good day, man.
I had no idea your name was Leangelo. Much love, bro.
Peace,
Just
man.
wanted to say what up and hope you're having a great day.
Yeah.
And you're doing well with your fam. You're safe. You're healthy. And
Yes. Much love
can't
to your
wait.
son and your wife.
Yeah, love.
Peace.
Peace, man.
Love that. Oh, that was so dope. I hope he enjoys that.
Yeah, I think that's gonna make his day. That's awesome. That's a great segment. I love that. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
thanks for creating space for that.
Yeah.
Hey, man. Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, I mean, thanks for coming on and chatting with me. I just, it's been long overdue, and the times that we've had together have been, I rank those as pretty high up for me, even though there haven't been too many of them. So I cannot wait to get back to some sort of normal where we can do that again. So that's really all I care about.
Likewise, man.
Yeah.
I can't wait. And yeah, Mab, it's so great to see you. Curtis, always good to see you, brother. And
Yes.
thanks for doing this. This was an awesome conversation. Let's try to make that a habit. Check
Absolutely.
on each other more. And
For
then
sure.
yeah, and then just take care of yourself out there in London, man. I'll see you back here in the city.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me, for thinking of me. And this is such a great conversation. I really made my morning.
We're all rooting for you, man. So just keep shining, keep grinding. Congratulations to the both of you guys for making it this far with your head up. Still looking great. You guys are warriors. Albert, you've had a kid.
Yeah.
And she's gorgeous. And you're still cheek to cheek smiling, even though the lighting ain't too good, but I can still see.
I was trying to figure that out. I'm like, am I looking that dark? Like, holy damn.
Okay, it's like one of those in the documentaries where you don't want your identity to be revealed.
Yeah. Yeah. Yo, the ones where you change your voice.
But you say everything. You say everything they need to know to identify you in the streets when they come to kill you.
No, but it warms my heart up to see you really taking this time to do exactly what you should be doing and what a lot of people should have the opportunity to do, which is just be a great father, which I know you are. And yeah, I can't wait to meet her in person.
Absolutely, man. I can't wait until she meets you guys too.
Dope. All right, guys. Well, be well, be safe, and let's keep up. All right.
Yeah.
All right, man.
Bye, guys.
Much love. Mwah.